Welcome back as the saga continues. Oops. Nine of Swords. So someone may be feeling vulnerable and anxious and worried about something at the moment. It seems like they might be facing things that are bigger than what they feel like they're capable of handling. Like whatever they're going through, there's so much like suppression and domination. I feel like of someone over time in an effort to make them docile and compliant, that facing the things that they're up against or going through. And I feel like a lot of it is psychological warfare. Puts them in this feeling of being like they are in an infantile stage where they don't know if they are able to handle or contend with what they're facing or what they're thinking about. And they may feel like they need some kind of emotional comfort or support. Something to soothe away the stress and the worries. The Eight of Pentacles. It's like someone has been hard at work here. Hard at work. And while they're at it, making valuable discoveries. Jewels of information. And jewels and gifts about who they are. I feel like through raw determination, someone is accumulating knowledge and slowly but surely making a dent towards any direction they're choosing to go in. Or what their pursuits, let's say their pursuits, whatever they're pursuing. Knight of Wands in the reverse. And the Star in the reverse. Honestly, this makes me feel like somebody is putting all of this effort and energy and this collecting of information into possibly throwing somebody else off of their paths. Or there could be somebody who is putting work and effort and energy, like a pursuit of theirs could be to put somebody else into this like depressive downward spiral state. They want somebody to like lose it or lose control, snap, be mentally unstable and well. But there could be somebody who's trying to make this occur, make this happen. I feel like they're trying to come out shining on one side, while the impression and the end result and what happens to the other person, it has been a manipulation. It's been by design. We have the Fool in the reverse, the Six of Wands in the reverse, the Hierophant in the reverse, and the Page of Wands also in the reverse. Okay, I'm feeling maybe two directions right now. It feels to me like somebody wanted to go in this direction of I feel like someone had taken some kind of leap of faith and ended up falling flat. But I feel like part of their downfall was manufactured and manipulated. It's like someone could have intentionally placed obstacles to make things harder for them to reach their goals, or just to make their mind state non-conducive for success or growth. And it really feels like this really suppressing energy, to be honest. It's almost a feeling of like a spoiled brat not getting their way and throwing a hissy fit. And rather than just let things be and let you part or go your separate ways, like, like those elementary school bullies. Those bullies are really mean. Unnecessarily. And petty and harsh. Remember when harsh was a thing? Yeah, and it's like that's the kind of energy this person carries. Yeah, it's just kind of like they're just being unnecessarily mean. Basically because they didn't get their way. And it may not have even been because they wanted to remain in a situation per se, but they wanted to like have control. They enjoyed like being able to tantalize and have the power, or be able to shift and know that they're holding the reins. But whenever you started to take back your power, they couldn't just let things be, let you heal, let you move forward, because I don't know if I heard. I was getting a mixture of free will, but also Freemason. But it's like because you want to. But what I meant was like be a free agent, basically. Like not be bound by contract or otherwise. And this person could not take the fact that you wanted to take control of the reins. It wasn't even about you doing whatever you wanted to do. It was about like you telling them no or having the audacity to like walk away from their game because at some point they felt like they had you under control at will to their bidding when they felt like it on a shelf, but more like on a leash that walk you like a dog. I'm hearing that. So you really piss this person off, and it's like that's why they have to be so mean. Like they're just, that's probably just the kind of person that they were. Like that doesn't come from out of nowhere. Someone doesn't just start casting illusions out of nowhere. There must have been some kind of illusions all along the way. So also forgive yourself and cut yourself some slack. And sometimes situations were manipulated in order to get a specific reaction or rise out of you, then to subsequently be used against you. And that could be a continued working game plan. And you know, part of it too is this person also not only doesn't want you to take back the power from them that they felt like they were possessing and controlling, but they don't want you to move forward and to share that and have success with somebody else. Like if you're not going to make every attempt, whether they want to treat you right or dangle you like a feather or continue toxic patterns and behaviors or not, whatever they're offering, whatever the packages that they're offering, if you don't want that, then they don't want you to go and have that success with anybody else. If they can throw a wrench in the plan to do that. And one of their tactics in the past may have been, you know, like they could have ghosted you, blocked you out, not had nothing to do with you or whatever, just been an asshole to you. But whenever they sense that you might be moving on or moving towards something else or potentially could be healing enough to, then they would throw out like a flirtation or minimal interest, and also then again ice you and pull back. And it was just like this constant game of like cat and mouse, and it was nothing that you could depend on. It was just like a try to lead you on and control you thing, or to see what kind of boundaries that they could, even if they weren't trying to control you, it was like they just want to see what kind of boundaries they could push or get by with. Page of Cups. That's the same. Page of Cups in the reverse. Wow. That's the same. Like whenever I was just saying that last part, That card was sitting at the top of the deck. I had glanced over and there it was. I just shuffled that many times and that card not only popped out, but the card that was behind it at that time was also there. So again, somebody continually like offering I'm getting like the word false and disappointments. Like all like false gestures or intentions. Like they may have uh misled or led somebody on, maybe physically though, but not, they didn't back it up emotionally. And it kind of left somebody feeling insecure within themselves too about, what was going on and whether it was them, if they were not enough. But it was really somebody was manipulating you to make you feel that way. It was like intentional intentionally placed insecurity. Because it's like that manipulation, power, and control thing, like I said. Like if they are to suppress you and keep you down, or at least keep your self-worth and self-esteem down, then that means they have the upper hand over you. And you're in this constant feeling of like insecurity, not feeling like you can count on like a place to fall or for something to actually be there at the end of the day. It's like always striving for something and like somebody always pulling away the carrot on the string. But also having been in the past very willing to put in work in one way or the other. I feel like in a multitude of ways willing to put in work. But also I feel like in moving forward willing to put in that work, or that it would be work to move forward into something else. Because of the healing that needs to occur through the damage that somebody else has already caused, intentionally on purpose. What, Miley? Outside? Outside? Okay. I guess I didn't really have anticipations for this reading, but I didn't anticipate the depth. I guess I feel like really the depth of the betrayal and the connivingness that has gone on and how hurtful that is. Like mean girls, mean people. unforgiven. Yeah. Something so mean, so vile that some things just absolutely cannot be forgiven at this point. Flight risk. Somebody may be feeling like they need to flee or leave a situation, or somebody might be thinking about it. Pregnant. There could be a potential pregnancy. New life in the reverse. Somebody may not want this pregnancy to occur because it might change everything. Or it might change the situation in some way. Malice in the reverse. Somebody could be thinking that someone had malicious intent in this, or that somebody does have malicious intent but they don't.
Come on, Millers. Come on, Lily. Millers. Millers. Come on. Miley. Come on, Miley. Let's go. Come on. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Okay, the next card was yes, but I think it was in the reverse. So yes, but in the reverse. It's like you could have been so sure about somebody's malicious intent, or somebody could be about yours, but they're mistaken. Like, they're not really trying to be mean or to do anything wrong, or they didn't mean to do something wrong or malicious or evil. It was non-intentional. It's like somebody could have been so sure, so committed into whatever it is that they're thinking, but they could be wrong. It looked like a yes, but it's probably not. It's probably not. And I've been staring at this foolish card for like the last couple of days. So it's like basically somebody could have done something stupid. Something stupid. And somebody could be intentionally trying to threaten them or derail them for not playing ball. Like they might be trying to blackball them. My battery's getting low. Man. I feel like there could be some like blackmail energy too, like whatever foolish stupid thing that somebody did, like they could have been set up to do or enticed to do, or it could have been a well placed intentional event. And even though like things look bad, with harmful in the reverse. This person may come out unscathed, even though that there has been malicious intent to cast doubt, insecurity, and take away something from somebody. And not only that, but to cement an impression about them. Like somebody totally wants to ruin somebody. And for that intent can be unforgiven. End scene.